Hello everybody, I'm Darsonis. Welcome back to some more Thaumcraft. Today should be a much shorter episode than usual. You can notice that I've been starting to get prepared for things. There's a whole bunch of materials in these chests, and I made an infernal furnace for here, and this is the thing we're going to be using today. But I'm getting ready for the mega base, because we are super close. We just need to push ourselves over the little hurdle that's left, and that's just tooling up, so we're fully ready to start building in the sky. So you may notice, I have a lot of things set up today, and that's because I want to not fool around almost at all. I do have quite a bit of research to get to, and that's just because today we are covering this, the Osmotic Enchanter. You will see what this does. It is probably the most broken thing I have ever seen, and that's exactly why we're going to make it. So, of course, we gotta research. I do this every episode, but that's just because I, again, want to make sure that you all know exactly what's happening every time I research. Not because I'm showing it on camera. I think that it's better to have you guys figure that out yourself. I think it's just better to make sure that you guys don't have to get stuck. So, this is forbidden knowledge. This is the brain in a jar. We will make one of these eventually. This is just a thing that lets you store XP. That's basically it. This is the main reason why we wanted to get the brain in the jar. We will get into this a little bit later. Hello? I don't have paper on me. That's fine. And then, we also have the Spellbinding Cloth. This, what it does is, it will wipe enchantments from, tools, which we are going to use to wipe both of these and wipe my sword. Though I'm probably just going to make a new sword, because this is pretty bad. Gonna get the Osmotic Enchanter. You could get this. This is also how you store more XP. I'll buy it, but it's nothing too spectacular. And again, down. Okay, there we go. Okay, Infusion Enchantment and the Osmotic Enchanter. So, Infusion Enchantment is the way that we would be enchanting if we did not have the Osmotic Enchanter. This is how you get a whole bunch of different levels and such on your weapons using Thaumcraft. Well, base Thaumcraft. It's quite expensive, it needs quite a bit of levels, and this is not at all the best way of doing this. Thaumic Tinkering gives us this. This is something that lets us pick and choose exactly what enchantments we want. The reason I'm unlocking Infusement Enchantment is because it opens something up in Forbidden Magic. It opens up this, and all of these. These aren't too interesting, these two. All this does, corrupting, is it gives you the nether shards while you're mining in general, but because you have the arcane boar, doesn't matter. And Capitalist will let you get more experience. So I might make a sword, or one of these, for that. But the main one is Wrath, because I need this to be upgraded. I'm tired of using a sword. It's quite a big research, but I don't fucking care. Like, honestly, I could care less if whether it's the size of my shoe or the size of Satan himself. Yeah, we're just raking in the warp, but it's whatever. Warp is needed. Warp is needed, trust me, just warp is needed. So you also may notice that there's a whole bunch of these ones that we have to buy. These are different enchantments that Thaumic Tinkering also adds in, that you have to get through. I don't have air. I don't have air. I'm sorry. What? Is there anything I can scan? I haven't been very diligent about scanning things as shown. None of these are scanned. And these might have air as shown. This is why you scan everything, so you don't run into my issue. But I constantly forget, because I don't have that routine check in my head, you know? Anyway. Ascent Boost and Pounce. These are the only ones I'm going to ever care about. These ones are all about attack. This one's about a bow, but I don't usually use bow anyway. Use a bow anyway. And these are about, well, ignore this one. This is end game, way end game. These 4 are about mining. This one lets you mine a 3x3 if you're interested in that. However, Pounce is really cool. It's applied to your leggings, and when you jump up, it does more damage. It's a better way of getting a critical. Ascent Boost does exactly what it says. It gives you more ascent, and Slow Fall will basically let you glide. This is the main way we're going to be moving around, because you could get Shockwave, which what it does is if you land, it will kill enemies nearby, but I don't need that almost ever. So, yeah. Anyway, after that whole rant's been done, we can actually be doing some crafting. We do need some enchanted fabric and all of these essentia to make the spellbinding cloth. And don't worry, we don't have to make 2 of these. This has a durability. I'm going to need to bring this over here. I did make a copy of this world and set it up so I could test this altar, because I made this much bigger. Don't even ask about the creeper skulls. Don't even ask. I wanted to get creeper skulls because I thought they would look cool. Never again. Never ever again. Anyway, we should... I love warp. We should go get this. What does this give me? Oh, it didn't give me anything. Okay. I love warp. Anyway, let's hit this. It's a very expensive thing, and it's dangerous too. This is not a cheap infusion in the slightest. You need a whole bunch of essentia. You need a whole bunch of materials as well. It's dangerous. We definitely do need this massive of an altar to even try to attempt this. And yes, the reason I did go into a separate world was to see if I needed to spam more candles. Because this is looking pretty cool, honestly, this altar, but candles are cool, and I want to keep this area lit up, so. There we go. Notice how it should have used the spellbinding cloth up, but because this has a durability, it only used 1 durability of it. Anyway, this is the Osmotic Enchanter. We have to place it here. We need to have obsidian totems topped with night ore around, and 6 pillars with, yeah, being from like 2 to 12 high. The reason that well, totems are annoying. You need to explore the world to find basically obsidian pillars, and in the middle of them, there will have, the bottom block will be an obsidian tile, and the top one will also be an obsidian tile, but the middle will be these obsidian totem. So you're gonna need a lot of these. I got like 40 or something, and that's how I also got the alienus. They're a little bit of a good source of alienus. We'll cover a better source later. Another thing you're gonna need are a lot of wands, because, well, at least 2. You're going to need to be charging these a whole heck of a ton every single time, because this uses V, it doesn't use essentia or anything random. We can put our wand in, we can enchant something. Let's go enchant the Axe of the Skull Ticker. And you can see how we can select and choose our enchantments, and if we, for example, get looting, we can choose the level of them. Now, it, of course, will be fine with the general exceptions, like you can't have Bane of Arthropods and Sharpness on the same sword, for example. I'll get Knockback and Fire Aspect, why not? This is how I make my tools. This is the only reason I will make my tools, and it looks like a lot, right? But because we have the Centavi system, we don't actually have to worry about powering this. So even with the 80% fee cost, it's still going to drain this wand entirely. Makes a whole bunch of whispering noises. It doesn't cause anything bad. All of the bad was done when you actually made the darn thing, being a dangerous infusion. And yeah, this is it. It's very good, very needed for us to be able to tool up. Now, we're also going to wipe these by combining them with a spellbinding claw, just like this. You can hear it's not done, but it stopped, and that's because it doesn't have enough V to keep going. It'll stop at 0.1, or, well, 6.4, because, you know, the aqua was maxed out. When we get our fourth and final wand, we won't have to do this, but that wand will also take gosh darn forever to charge. So, yeah. I'm going to definitely be hiding AFK in a hole for that thing to charge. 1,000 doesn't sound like a lot until you need to charge it. Almost done. I wouldn't remove this. I don't know what that does. I don't even think you can, but I wouldn't, just in case. You can see why I wanted this system. Imagine if I had to go charging my wand. I think I would drain every node in the region to just get this one enchantment session done. Like, Jesus. Okay, we're a little bit progressed. And yeah, again, shorter episode. But after the 20-minute episodes we've been having recently, I think this is needed. I'm probably going to name this something random. I'm going to also need other tools, which is going to be exactly what next episode's about. Tooling up. So I'm going to need to figure out how to get this here to appear. I'm going to need to make and research a whole bunch of tools, like the Axe of the Stream. And we're going to get into the Umbral Rose. I'm not going to touch chameleon tools just yet. And yeah, that's like basically it. But the most important part is down here. And we're going to need to get into automology. We're going to need to research all the way up to here and make a thing and go down to here somewhere. So, yeah, we have a lot for the next episode. So that's why I have cut this one a little bit short. I could make things right now. They wouldn't be hard to research. I definitely have the Essentia. I mean, I could make the X of the Stream, technically. Or, yeah, I could make the X of the Stream. Yeah, let's just... I guess we can make the X of the Stream. It's an interesting tool, and it's something I need, because I love that tool. Let's just make it real quick. It's not expensive in the slightest. Well, I say that, and I have an arcane boar mining for me automatically. I don't have to worry about sacrificing diamonds to it. Just like the, pickaxe of the core, all of these elemental tools basically have the same requirements. A greatwood log, a diamond, and 2 shards. And this one's going to be water shards. And then, Essentia, of course. Everything needs Essentia. Again, super simple research. And Axe of the Stream. So, it's the only, like, reason to even store arbor in this game. And you only need, what, like, 16 of it? You only need 8 of it, not even. Arbor is probably the thing I get the most out of everything. I need to go chop a greatwood log. Because, like, we'll mine this entire thing in a second. It's going to become much easier with the Axe of the Stream. You'll notice that, like, I've just been chipping away at the base, keeping the top as good as possible. Anyway, yeah. Arbor, you get so much of it because a lot of easy things to make are wooden, which is, again, probably what I'm gonna cover real quick in the next episode. How to label and filter Essentia. Let's hit this, actually. Actually, let's just get this done. This is basically what I'm going to be doing the entire time of next episode. So remember, we got looting 3, repair 2, sharpness 5, wrath 5, knockback 2, fire aspect 2. That is way better than anything I can get on a normal enchantment table. And with the repair, of course, it's going to take it from our wand to repair itself. We can boop. That's not what I meant to do. We can boopity boop. And we're going to need to make a thaumium axe, which I'm going to do off screen real quick, because that's gonna be a little bit of a process, because I need to go chop down more of that greatwood tree. Yeah, it's super stable. If it shakes around like that, doesn't move out of place at all, it's super stable. This is a negligible... Oh, this is census. This is not water. Oh god. That would have been... At least I can reach over here. I don't even know why I'm bothering to move it over to here. Because I can clearly reach down here. I just want to make sure and not waste any essentia. I guess, I don't know. I'm going to make that excuse. Okay, yeah, there we go. Access stream. So what this does, it's actually pretty cool. I'll demonstrate on a smaller tree. What this does is if you mine the bottom block, you notice that it's not actually being mined. If we break up here, you'll notice that up here is being mined. And if you watch the top, it breaks it from the top down. So that's really good for especially mining these. If you also, I will do this. If you right click it, it will act as an item magnet with everything. It doesn't have to be a log. So, yeah. Now these take a while to mine, but we're going to quickly just enchant this. Axes don't get enchanted very much anyway, so let's just quickly enchant this with a with efficiency 5 and all that good jazz. Thank you. So it's gonna go here. I can actually just throw this iron sword away. I don't care about it. I'm not going to even try to enchant it. Axe the Skull Taker for the win. So all my tools are going to have repair instead of unbreaking. I know I also find it dumb that you can't have both, but whatever. Because you can have mending and unbreaking, but you can't apparently have repair and unbreaking for some reason, but whatever. Yeah. Greatwood trees have a lot of wood. If you ever need wood and you don't need a specific kind, Greatwood trees have a whole bunch of them, and this is why, again, I make the axe of the stream, because it's very good at mining big trees. If you hold shift, by the way, and it'll just act like a normal axe. It doesn't have the axe of the stream quality to it. And that's what it is with a lot of different things. So, yeah. That's all that happened. We tooled up more this episode. So entertaining, right? I know, I'm probably the most entertaining person you're ever going to meet. Here's the thing, I'm really not. But, anyway. Thank you for watching. I'm going to probably go get a whole bunch of tools and crap. Get even more prepared in those 6 double chests. And, yeah, probably go find an area to go make this mega base. I have a lot to do, but I hope that you just relax at home. Yeah, I hate school too. Goodbye.